Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today I am super excited because we're going to be talking about how you can transform a space using removable wallpaper. If you're new to the channel, then you may not know, I recently moved into my very first apartment. I live completely on my own and I'm super excited about it. And the entire move-in process, I really wanted to take my time and figure out exactly how I wanted to decorate my space. So I've been doing some home decor shopping and doing a few haul videos here and there, but for the most part throughout my vlogs, I definitely said that, I was kind of taking my time to fill out the space and to figure out exactly what my vision and design process for this space was going to be. So I've been in my apartment for almost about 2 months now, and after filling in this space for a minute, I really decided that I was tired of all of the blank white walls. Like, I wanted some kind of life, some kind of color, some type of character in this space. I was trying to find a few options in order to do that without having to hassle my leasing office and ask them, can I get permission to paint? And honestly, I'm just a little lazy. I didn't really want to go through the process of having to tape everything off, making sure everything was neat. I didn't want the hassle of painting. So I happened to stumble upon a post by one of the bloggers that I follow who recently renovated her kitchen area using peel and stick wallpaper. And I was completely floored by this because up until that point I had never heard of peel and stick wallpaper, but honestly it's such a game changer and it's so convenient that I was like, more people need to know about this, hence this video. The entire process of ordering and installing my wallpaper was super simple. I ordered the paper from a company called Tempaper, and from the time that I ordered it, we actually ordered the wallpaper together. If you guys watched my home goods haul video a few weeks back, you may remember that we ordered the wallpaper together at the end of that video. And from the day that we ordered the wallpaper, I want to say it took about 4 or 5 days for me to receive my shipment. And as far as how I knew exactly how many rolls to order, on Tempaper's website, they actually have a wallpaper calculator that helps you calculate the square footage of the space that you're going to be covering with your wallpaper. So I just used a tape measure to take the measurements of my wall and then put them into the wallpaper calculator that was on the Tempaper website, and they told me exactly how many rolls I should need. But of course, because of the designs that you might get, there's so many different designs that they have, they say that it's best to order 1 or 2 extra rolls so that you can make sure you line up the design perfectly. And you guys will see in the clips exactly what I mean. Because I knew that I was gonna try to be, super Virgo tendencies and get the designs lined up as perfectly as possible, I went ahead and ordered 1 extra roll just to make sure I had enough to cover the entire wall. And the entire process of getting the wallpaper onto the wall was so simple. I literally installed this wallpaper by myself, no help. I borrowed a step stool from my dad and went to town. And honestly, I'm honestly so proud because I never would have thought that I could install wallpaper by myself. I'm still just mind blown, the fact of how simple and easy it was. Essentially, you're just sticking a really large sticker onto your wall. So once I was ready to install the wallpaper, I literally just put on some Pandora and brushed up my sleeves. I was like, okay, we're about to get to work. And it actually was really, like I said, really simple. I did it all by myself. Overall, it took me about 5 hours to completely cover the entire wall, but that was mainly because I was taking breaks and answering phone calls and listening to, like I said, Pandora. So I was taking random dance breaks. If you were trying to be serious and depending on how big of the space you need to cover, you could probably do it in maybe 3 hours or so. But like I said, I was lollygagging around. I really didn't have anything to do. So yeah, it took me about 5 hours to completely cover the wall. And the way that I started is I just took 1 roll, unwrapped it with the paper, and started at the very top and lined it up to the corner of the wall, and then made my way very slowly all the way down, making sure that I kept the paper as tight as possible so that I wouldn't get a lot of air pockets and a lot of air bubbles. And I used this little squeegee thing that I ordered from Tempaper in order to go along the wallpaper panels and like smooth it against the wall and, you know, get rid of any air bubbles. Now, I'm going to say this now. You're gonna get air bubbles, you're gonna get air pockets, and it's gonna drive you insane. Like, it definitely drove me insane. I literally spent 30 minutes correcting one panel because it just wasn't lining up correctly, and I kept getting air pockets, and the Virgo in me just would not let me leave it alone. And after a while, I just had to give up. So yeah, you're gonna get air pockets. It's not the end of the world. Like, give yourself grace. You're doing, at least for me, I was doing this alone. So it's not gonna be perfect unless you obviously get it perfectly installed. But I think that if you're gonna order peel and stick wallpaper, like, it's just worth doing it yourself. It's really fun. It's really user friendly. It's super easy to do. You might as well do it yourself. Installing the wallpaper, like I said, was really simple. Once you got going, you find your rhythm, and the hardest part really is just lining up the patterns to make it look really seamless and smooth. So once I got to the end of the first panel, I had to take the rest of the roll that was cut, and I tried to match up exactly where the next part of the design meets the top. And for some of the designs, that'll be a lot easier because if there's a lot less going on, it'll be really simple for you to obviously line them up. But if you can see my wallpaper option, it's just a bunch of mini dots. So it was a little difficult to line up the paper perfectly because some dots were like, they're different shapes. So you have to really pay attention to the detail to figure out exactly which panel is supposed to line up to each other. But needless to say, we got it done. It was a lot of work, but I got it done, and overall I am happy with the way it turned out. So yes, I did want to come on and show you guys, give you a quick update as far as my apartment is concerned. I do have removable wallpaper. I do have wallpaper in my space, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. It completely transformed the look of the space so far. I think it really definitely brings my apartment all together, at least the living room space. It definitely ties everything else in, the coffee table and, you know, the gold accent table and the gold lamp. And then honestly, I FaceTimed my mom this morning to show her, and she's like, you know, she was saying it's really crazy because my couch pops even more now than it did when it was just up against a solid white wall, which I completely agree. So super excited to have the removable wallpaper up. So I really recommend, if you're looking for a quick and easy way to transform your space, definitely look into peel and stick wallpaper, removable wallpaper. It's such a great option especially if you're renting like I am. I don't have to, when I'm ready to move, I don't have to worry about repainting or anything like that. Literally all I have to do is rip it off the wall. It's not going to damage the paint, which for me was the #1 reason why this was the best option. And this video is not sponsored, so I'm literally just making this video because once I saw the finished product, I was like, more people need to know about peel and stick wallpaper. It's such a convenient option for transforming your space. So just wanted to pop in and give you guys that quick little update about my apartment. I would say I'm about 80% complete with my living room. And then once I am completely done with my living room, we're going to move on to designing my bedroom and make our way probably back to the dining room. I'm still on the hunt for a dining room table that I like. I haven't really found one yet. So yeah, the next major room that we're gonna end up designing together will be my bedroom, and I'm actually really excited about starting my bedroom because I have a few DIY projects that I'm interested, I think you guys will really like that we could do together. Oh, and before I forget, if you're interested in any of the videos that I have posted about my moving process from packing up my room in my parents' house to my empty apartment tour, so you can see what the living room space looked like before I got to this stage, all of those videos will be listed in my home playlist, which will be linked in the description box, so make sure you check that out. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you love home content. I pretty much do a little bit of everything. So I do home content, fashion content, lifestyle content, hair. Like I do it all because I just have so many different interests and I just want to share them all with you guys. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the wallpaper, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.